Hello everyone, Team 6 is proud to share our presentation on social media monitoring tools. Our team is comprised of Stephen Ballinger, myself, Catherine Hofto, and Joe Toldy. We would like to start off with a quick introductory video about social media monitoring.
Social media is taking over the world. More than 2 billion people are now online, creating a vast amount of internet content. Every minute, internet users type hundreds of thousands of tweets or posts on Facebook and upload hundreds of hours of video footage on YouTube. At the same time, millions of people find product recommendations through Google, an internet service which, together with social media sites, is becoming a key part of any business. More than 50% of customers who buy products online share information about their purchases via social media sites. They also use social media to follow brands of products. Over 60% of global internet users now research products online. 9 out of 10 people trust the opinions of other customers. Right now, there are millions of people sharing information about Fortune 100 companies. Social media is becoming the best way to understand customers and interact with them. But how can you browse through billions of results to find the ones affecting your brand? This is where social media monitoring comes in.
Our presentation today will cover 3 main topics. We will discuss the current state of monitoring, especially the value derived from social media and the purpose for monitoring. We will then present some challenges of monitoring, which include the need for nuanced and ever-changing tools, questions surrounding return on investment, and also ethical concerns. Finally, we will then examine 4 currently available tools and define what is success. As illustrated in the introductory video, social media provides companies with a valuable outlet to not only gather information about customers, but also find out how these customers feel in regards to a certain brand. Companies utilize social media for many different reasons, whether for internal strategies such as employee social media networks and also collaborative technologies, but more commonly, though, businesses use social media for external strategies, such as interacting with customers. Through engagement on social media, businesses can gather data, interact with customers, and build brand awareness. While some value is derived by just having a social media presence, additional value can be gained through the process of monitoring. While many companies have a social media presence, it is important for companies to achieve and measure business value gained from these activities, and monitoring can facilitate this process. Businesses that are at a mature stage of social media business maturity will monitor and analyze data and then integrate this data into business processes. For example, through the use of analytics and algorithms, companies can determine the success of current marketing efforts and make adjustments early where necessary. Additionally, businesses can build thought leadership through social media engagement using the 5-step framework to sense, seize, develop, deploy, and evaluate ideas. Structured monitoring and analysis is required throughout the cycle, but especially at the sense, seize, and evaluate stages.
One of the challenges of using social media monitoring tools is that the role these tools play has changed over the years. As social media has evolved more into a platform for customer interaction rather than simple advertising, the need for more sophisticated analysis tools becomes apparent. The monitoring tools of the past could easily look at metrics like the number of shares of a video or the number of clicks on a particular link, but interpreting qualitative data, like what is needed to interpret the emotional context behind a customer's tweet, is a much more difficult task. Research has shown that there is a high degree of variance across different analytics programs in how they interpret qualitative data. The reason for the differences is due to the complexities of human communication across cultures and languages, the use of frequent abbreviations and acronyms, and the use of irony and sarcasm in social media posts. Because of this variance, a variety of tools must be used and a human element should be involved to help direct the analysis of social media data, which of course results in the use of more resources than would have been initially perceived. Though it is an extremely valuable tool, there is a disagreement on what exactly the return on investment is for social media monitoring. This is attributed to the fact that there are questions of what a good metric should be to measure the success of social media efforts. Also, there are ethical concerns about the monitoring of social media data and how that information is used. A large amount of data about individuals can be passively gathered and stored indefinitely by businesses. Because of the passive nature of this data collection, traditional active consent for the use of this information does not apply. The concern over the monitoring of people's social media activities has grown in recent years. It is an ethical imperative that organizations use this information responsibly.
As we continue on talking about social media monitoring tools, I want you to know that you can measure and see what is going on with any website that you have on the World Wide Web. We have now also learned to focus on outcomes. This because we want to change the culture of our organization. We need to always start by focusing on outcomes, not just visits, time on site, or top exit pages. While these are all important, none is more important than the outcomes. The outcomes are what are going to move our organization forward and also propel our careers forward. The first example we will look at is NM Insight. NM Insight is a joint venture between Nelson and McKinley. NM Insight helps companies build applicable, distinguished, and psychologically appealing brands. Brands have recently lost the power over consumers. This due to social media. Anyone can say anything about your organization or your product that they want. Corporations and their brands need to accept this evolution and ensure that they are ready to react on all channels. The second tool we will look at is Psychmetrics. The best features of Psychmetrics is the vast reduction of time it takes to identify campaign relevant influencers. It pulls in the data and spits you out results very quickly. Psychmetrics takes a more holistic approach to engaging and the right influencers for a campaign. From enabling you to identify the right topical influence to easily validate and tuning your pitch, to getting detailed reports for your outreach. Radian provides social media monitoring and analyses in an automated solution that tracks conversations across different online channels from social media to websites. Radian was designed for businesses that are exceptionally active on social media. Radian is looking for things to get your attention or a novelty or something unexpected. Radian was our group's favorite choice. Web analytics was the last thing that we looked at. Web analytics is the measure, collection, analysis, and reporting of web data for purposes of understanding and optimizing web usage. Web analytics is not just a process for measuring web traffic, but is used as a tool for business and market research and to assess and improve the effectiveness of a company's social media and websites. Most web analytic processes dive down into 4 essential stages: the collection of data, the processing of that data into information, the developing your key performance indicators, your KPI, what's making you money, and formulating an online strategy. Web analytics is a very useful tool for your organization. In summary, using all of these tools will make you more able to do your job. And our jobs depend on helping our companies be able to move fast and think smart. It is not an easy task, but a key takeaway comes to that data quality is simple. Avinash Kaushik stated this in Web 2.0, an educated mistake is better than no action at all. So get busy, collect your data, analyze it, and do something to make yourself and your organization money. Thank you.